What's up, everybody? This is 2425 Prizm Retail Blasters. These have your cracked ice and your seismic numbered parallels. Obviously, we're looking for glitters and mangas. That's the biggest chases in it. There's also sublimes. Kobe. Oopsie. Good luck, guys. After this, we'll push some of the football breaks, guys. Hey, Krogos! Ooh! Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Best night ever. Was that the night you were supposed to bring 500? From 500? I've never walked away a 5-figure winner in a casino. The most I've probably won was in the 6-7 grand range, like pure profit, walked away. Holy shit. All right. How does one rack it up to 15-9? I have to hear this story. That's a pretty epic run. And you only play blackjack, I'm assuming. So that's a pretty gnarly run from 500. Like your first shoe had to have started you off some kind of blackjack side bet, like you got like a suited queens and the dealer had a blackjack or some shit. That is beyond impressive. And geez, these cards are bold to hell. Look at that. And what was it? Royal flush, queen, king, ace suited. Oh, this is disastrous. I might have to go pack by pack on these ones. I don't know why this is so freaking bold. All right, I might have to take this box by box, guys. I'm not gonna fuck with this. Yeah. This is way too bold for my taste. Well, we're going box by box. So what was the side bet that paid it? Because to hit 15,900, I mean, I'm thinking like you had something that paid you 500 to 1 or 250 to 1 odds on like a $5 bet or $10 bet or some shit. Right? or 1,000 to 1 odds. I mean, it just depends. I don't know the context of it, obviously, but. Silver McCain. Tari Eason on a true green. Harrison Barnes, ice. Shalhoub on the silver. All right, give me the highlights here. Like, I need the highlights here. So, like, first shoe, you know, 500. You hit a $3,500 side bet. You started betting like $300 hands, like, cause to run it up to 15 grand from 500 starting point, you're obviously, you know, you're obviously not. You're not betting $25 hands at that point. And if you are, then literally every damn shoe was perfect, you know. Or did you hit that side bet a couple of times? Is that what it was? Nice jaw on the ice. What is your guys? And you smacked the $100 side bet a couple of times, it sounds like. And Jinka green. That's the kind of shit I like hearing, though. Richache. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. I just cannot stop hitting Stephon Castle's Dead Dogs with the green of Stephon Castle. I know that last mega was a fluke. I'm very happy for you, man. My best casino session was probably that one I had like 2.5 weeks ago. Where I turned, you know, I walked away with like, you know, plus 5,500, whatever the dollar amount was. I don't remember. Richache. And Gigi Jackson on the red seismic to 299. Like I had one session. It was after the Dallas card show where I went to Cosmo. Actually, as a matter of fact, it was the time I met D Lucky. If you guys know him, Instagram influencer, I'm not going to go there right now. But when I met D Lucky, after he kind of, quote unquote, taught me slots per se, which, you know, it did help. I'm not going to lie. His tips really did help. You know, I went to Cosmo later that night and I started playing high limits. And like again, something I don't normally do, but you know, when you do $16,000 in sales, I took $6 grand from the sales and I tried my luck, you know. So I did, you know, a couple $25 spins, couple $50 spins, and you know, I hit the Wheel of Fortune for 1,500. You know, I walked away with that night. I walked away with like plus 6,000. And I walked away with plus 6,000 in there. And I was like, yeah. Of course, I'm not going to front you. The very next morning, I woke up thinking I could do it again. I went down 3,000 real quick. And later on that night, down another 3,000. So I never actually walked away with it. But in terms of a winning session, that was the only other session I come out where I was like crushing, you know. Dude, Drew, I wish I had $5 tables. It's starting to slowly make a comeback in Vegas, bro. $10 is like the cheapest you can find. I'll say them on like craps games, which again, I'm sure there's a couple of off casinos you could hit. you know, that has $5 blackjack, $3 blackjack, or $3 craps, whatever it is. But yeah, I don't gamble that crazy anymore. The thing is I try to, now when I gamble, yeah, no, for sure. Like, dude, Turner, I'm telling you, I'll go with like 500, maybe a grand. You know, it depends. A lot of times when I go to the casino, it's because I sold shit, or, you know, or sometimes I'll pick up a couple extra shifts over here and I'll throw it in my piggy bank, and then, bro, Turner, I'm dead honest. I've never had one of those kinds of runs. Cause trust me, because I live here, bro. Once I'm up $500 to $1,000, like, I'm already like pretty happy. You know what I'm saying? Cause I live here. As much as I would love to turn $1,000 into 10 grand. It's like right. Like, you know, I'm the kind of guy where now that I live here, I don't mind winning $300, $400, $500 and walking away. No, see, bro, I wish never had one of those stories. I've never taken $3K and turned it into 10 grand. As a matter of fact, since we're talking about, I've never had a 5-figure casino win. I've never had a 4-figure sports bet win ever. Because on sports betting, if I'm betting like on a single game, I'll bet $50, $100, $200. I think the most I ever bet on a single game was like 500. Same on UFC fights. I just can't do it. Now, yes, I've bet like $50 on parlays, never hit. You know, so I'm still waiting for it. The thing is I don't put in. The thing is I don't put in a ton of I don't put in a ton of tickets. You know, I never realized how much tickets people put in every day. I never realized people are, you know, you might maybe have a $500 budget to bet sports, and people will use, you know, $25 ticket on a 4-teamer, $50 ticket on a 3-teamer. $100 ticket on a 3-teamer, and vice versa. Like, I never knew people did that. I'm one of those guys where I'll put in 1-2 parlays, $50 each, call it a day. You know. Then I met guys like Dillman and stuff like that. And they have, like, you know, they got like 5, 10, 15 tickets. Hey, I got this 2-team parlay, this 2-team parlay, this 3-team parlay, this 3-team parlay, this 5-team parlay, this prop parlay, this prop parlay. I'm like, oh shit, got it. I spent $200. It's like, oh, that makes sense. $10 ticket here, $20 ticket there, $50 ticket there, $5 ticket here. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So far, this stack is cooperating. Alright, let's do these stacks, and then I'll do the other 8 boxes. Nick Smith. What is your guys' honest best casino story? Everybody out there, I want to hear it. Give me like a starting dollar amount and a walkout dollar amount. What was your guys' best casino or sports bet stories? Let's hear it. I don't want nothing exaggerated. Don't tell me I turned $5 into $5 million. I'm not gonna believe you. Topic rookie green. Walked into one, lost $20. Holland green. Nice, Kelly O'Ware for the E. David. Yeah, exactly. 100 to 1,000. I've never done 100 to 1,000. I've done like 300. I've done 300 into like 1,500. Never did 100 to 1,000. That's hard. McCain. I think the most I've ever had like $100. I think the most I've ever turned it to might have been like 600. Oh, negative. I'm sorry. I missed the negative. Shaq. Bronny rookie green. Iguodaro. Yeah, my worst loss was. Damn. That I like you know. I see. I'm glad we're talking. I'm glad you guys are honest. So like, and I've told this story many times, and again I'll tell it again. After the national skipped 2020, so we couldn't go to the national in 2020. In 2021, I went to the national, and I sold like 60K worth of items. Now, if you guys all remember during that time in the hobby, if you guys were in the hobby during that time, um, everything was still pretty inflated. You know, LeBron refractors were $75,000 for PSA 10, if I'm not mistaken. Michael Jordan PSA 9 Fleer 1986 was still selling for like 100, 150? No, PSA 10s were selling for 250. I think PSA 9s were like almost 100 grand or 90 grand or whatever it was. So just to put that in perspective to anybody listening out there during that time in the hobby. So I sold like 60 grand. I sold like Castle. I sold some, as a matter of fact, I sold a couple of cases to Backer before that though. Newton. That was going to be my buying money. And then I went there, I sold a couple of bronze, couple of LeBron refractors. I had a couple of Steph '09 refractors, PSA 9s. They were doing like 2 grand at the time, and I had like 4. So like, I sold a shit ton of things. And I probably walked out of there with like 63,000 cash, feeling like the man. It's not that I've never had 60 grand in cash before. Well, I've never had 60 grand in cash on me. I definitely felt like the man. So, after that day, though, what ended up happening was I woke up the next morning and my Achilles was giving me problems. I got tendonitis in my Achilles. And it's happened maybe like once only before this. You know, obviously I was standing. I didn't have the proper footwear at the time. I forgot my shoes in Hawaii because I was living in Hawaii still at the time. So I bought these Pumas from freaking Ross. And it was the wrong move. Like I woke up and I couldn't walk. For a couple of days I couldn't like really walk fully. So my business partner kind of got mad at me. He's like, why don't you just go look for like a wheelchair or call them or something? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Why don't you just go? I was like, why don't you just go to the National without me? Just go without me. And he was kind of salty. And I stayed in bed all day. And then he's like, oh, well, I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to go to the casino. Yada, yada. And I was like, fuck, whatever. I'll go with you. And that was the wrong move. I was irritated. So I started gambling. I actually was up like $1,500, I think. And I stopped. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then he's like, oh, and he was salty at me. He was like, oh, I'm going to play a little bit more. And, you know, I was waiting for an hour, so I started playing again. Lost 1,000. Lost the 1,500. I was like, okay. Like, let me try and bet big like my partner. Fucking 3 grand down. I was like, okay, I try a little bit more. 5 grand down. Fuck. 6 grand, 8 grand down. I was like, okay, I got 2 more grand. No more than 10 grand. Something big's gotta be due. I hit like a little bit. I might have hit like $1,500 hand pay, $1,800 hand pay. Kept me alive, and then boom, I started betting big, $50 a spin. Eat you up real quick. Lost 10 grand. I got really irritated. And he's like, you should just commit already. Just keep going. I listened. It was bad. Terry Shannon, rookie green. That day I lost $20,000. It was terrible. Sar green. Mogbo. And then the 40 grand I needed because I needed to buy product. And it was just terrible. I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. So sick that day. Tyler Smith. Duncan Green. That was the first and last time I was at Rivers Casino in Chicago, and I don't think I can ever go back to Rivers. Honestly, I don't think I can ever go back. At least I'd say 2.5 at least. About 2.5. Something over, I mean, anything over 2, really. No, chili. Tonight is chili. Tonight is chili. Chili, Portuguese sausage, and hot dogs with rice. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, you eat chili with rice? Yes, we do. Hey, our first auto, it's Vucevic for Nodak. Rookie silver penmanship bottle. Do you guys eat chili with rice? I don't think any of you guys eat chili with rice, huh? Okay, Shani does. Okay, cool. Cause I know most people don't eat chili and rice. But yeah, so after that loss, trust me, I never was that stupid in a casino ever again. A lot of people's never been to Zippies, Jerry. Trust me, I had to introduce everybody to Zippies when they came to Vegas. And as a matter of fact, I can tell you this much. 80% or 85%, it doesn't matter. Yeah, 80, 85 is fine. Yeah, we have to introduce everybody. We have to introduce everybody to. We have to introduce everybody to Zippies. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so I've never ever was that stupid with my money again, and that was the last time I ever had that kind of liquidity to do that way. Then the sports card market turned upside down, and I'm till this day I'm still like 90 grand, 80 grand upside down. So a lot of times instead of gambling, I'm just I'm trying to pay off the damn bills. All the old business bills. Once it's paid off, I'm closing that business and I'm going to restart another one. I should have already restarted one, but I can't really do any breaking. I can't do any kind of breaking or anything while I'm employed with Blez, and I don't want to leave Blez to pursue that, So I got to find a new side hustle. No way! How much did she steal from you, Cat? And yeah, mind you, trust me, that was the first time I ever went into a casino with that kind of money also. Again, average time, and still to this day, I still follow the rule. $500, $1,000. The most I walk into a casino with nowadays is like $2 grand. Although this last time I walked in with my original $2 grand plus the $4 grand profit that I made after putting money down towards Mrs. Hammer's car, and I lost all of it. So that was my worst loss in a long time. Oh, that's crazy. That's sad, man. That's really sad, Cat. Keith, all of them did get pulled. I saw Manu just pulled one. Smart. See, that's smart, Turner. Sometimes I feel like I should do that. But that's the thing, like, that's the thing. Like, I gotta find that one side hustle, because sports cards used to be my side hustle. You know, breaking used to be my side hustle. I was working for Firestone, made a good salary, and then I would come home and me and Mrs. Hammer would do breaking from our house. So, you know, you make $300 a night, $500 a night, $800 a night. It's a great night, you know. But the problem was I should have saved some of it per se, instead of reinvesting all of it into product, you know. But that's the thing, like, you know, I think that was my biggest fuck up, was that I just kept reinvesting instead of, you know, maybe putting a little bit on the side and reinvesting 50% and diversifying like 30% and saving like 20%. If I ever had to do this again, that would probably be my general rule of thumb. Side hustles nowadays are tough. Anybody that says buy and flip shit on eBay and stuff, they have not been current in today's market. Nope, no boxes forgotten. No boxes forgotten. You don't gotta watch me. I watch myself. Does anybody here have a good side hustle? Just curious. Just genuinely curious. What is the good side hustles that you guys do nowadays? Who wants to share with me a good side hustle? I miss that. I miss having a good side hustle. No time for video games or nothing. Alright, there's the last stack of the boxes, guys. Sorry, I had to do it in kind of an awkward order. Let's do it. Good luck. Red Seismic of Clay Thompson. We've hit a lot of Clays lately. $2.99. Bronny. Cody Williams, silver. Filipowski, silver. Cody Williams on a green. Ray Allen green and Shireman. I'm not good with those ones, Shani. I always just play Dragon Link because that's kind of what I was taught on. Mogbo. Tyler Smith on the ice. Durasek on the green. What's up, Bernsey? What's up, Relax? Ajay on the green. Come on, show us a glitter. Holmes. And the Admiral green. Nice, Connect green. Not that wild. Dillingham. Nobody does side hustles anymore? Everybody went quiet when I said side hustles? Well, I guess most of you guys are like business owners too, so I get it. I used to do... I know, where are they? Coming up, coming up. Wait. Nice. Edie on the ice. Might have a Buzelis next. We'll see. Dominique on a blue seismic. I used to do a lot more. I used to do it. The thing is I don't have the liquidity to do it anymore. There's your Buzelis. The hammer nose, Aussie Ryan. The hammer nose. There's one at least. Saloon. Yeah, I used to buy and sell like video games, sports cards to a degree. Just went, ooh, nice McCain green. Danny, I didn't know that was you, Danny. I was trying to figure out if I didn't know who it was. That's why I'm sorry, Danny. Obviously, I can't read the chat because I can't speak Chinese to save my life. Nor can I understand it or read it. No, I get it, you know. I only commented once. I only did one emoji. I didn't want to interrupt you because you were mid-break, so. Shepard. Orange seismic coming up. Good luck. Not a rookie. Not a great one. It's precious. 33 of 199 on the orange seismic. All right, guys. Do me a favor, guys. Attack the next Mega and attack the next Blaster. If we don't at least see glitters or some kind of case hit, I don't know what to tell you. I'm probably not going to replenish it. This one, I can honestly tell you guys, this was a below average blaster case for sure. Yeah, well, I did it on purpose. This one was definitely a below average case, guys. It's not normally like that. Like, not a ton of numbered hits. I think we only got 3 numbered hits on that one, so not the best. We did get Matas on the ice. We did get a lot of green rookies, but that one didn't make up for it. Oh, wait, no. So Danny, who was that guy? Oh, okay, because Chris told me that was you. Maybe I misinterpreted Chris. That's why I was like, I didn't know who it was, so I was like, I didn't want to say anything stupid. Which one is the main channel? That's the channel I followed you. I followed the channel you guys gave me. Oh, that's the channel I got. Can you send me your other one? Yeah, remember when I told you like a couple weeks ago when I subscribed? That was the one I subscribed to. That's why. Maybe I should. Alright, guys. This blaster case was not the best one, guys. This one was pretty laughable. Lots of green rookies. We did get Matas on the ice. Did get a Castle Green. Our numbered hits. And only one auto. Definitely a below average case, guys, in my opinion. And that was the break, everybody. Thank you, guys.